Hello, welcome to Learn Page by Page. I'm Sally, and in this video I'm going to have a look at this lovely indice problem here. And when many students are asked to evaluate, they often get it wrong. It's a great problem because it uses all the laws of indices. You might know of them as exponents, depending where you are or what level of math you're studying. So let's dive straight in. Before we tackle the problem, we should probably just remind ourselves of the laws of indices. And they are, the first one is whenever we multiply indices. So we need the same base. So here we have A, and in our main question we're going to be using X, but it could be anything. It could be a number such as 10, 2, 5, anything, or letters. The laws here state that A to the power of M, now M would be a number, multiplied by A to the power of N, what you do is you add the indices. So you see here we have A to the power of M plus N. Then we look at division. Division could be written straight like this or as a fraction. Higher maths, usually you would see them written as a fraction, but as you see in our problem, we do have it also written horizontally. But the same rule applies when there's a division, you subtract the indices. Then when they're in a bracket, or you might refer to that as a parentheses, but I'm going to use bracket. You hear I'm from the UK, so although I do teach a lot of international students, so I will mention any key differences. So A to the power of M, all to the power of N, then we multiply the indices. Next, A to the power of 1 equals A. So if you see a base like here, we have this X here, and there's nothing here, there's actually an invisible 1. And then the last one, A to the power of 0 equals 1. That's a really interesting one because anything to the power of 0, so I've written million here, to the power of 0 will always be 1. And then I've written out BIDMAS, which is our order of operations. You might know of it as PEDMAS or BODMAS. And what it stands for, brackets first, then indices. And we have division, multiplication, depending which order they come. And lastly, addition and subtraction. Now let's dive into our problem. So the first one we have is this bracket here where we're dealing with x to the power of 7 divided by x squared. So division is this one here, and we subtract the indices. So that's x, 7 minus 2 gives us x to the power of 5. Next is this bracket, but before we do that bracket, we should really explore what's here. And two brackets next to each other, there's an invisible multiplication sign there, so we put that there. And in the bracket, we have x cubed multiplied by x squared. And when we multiply, we add the indices. So 3 plus 2, again, we have x to the power of 5. And we do our fraction line. And this bracket here, we have x to the power of 4 multiplied. So that means we're going to be adding the indices. And there's nothing here, so there's an invisible 1. So that would be 4 plus 1. That's x to the power of 5 again. We're still going to put that in bracket because we have this 2 here. And then the next stage we've got here. So we have x to the power of 5 multiplied by x to the power of 5. Again, we're multiplying, so we add them. That gives us x to the power of 10. And then this one here, that's this law. And we need to multiply the indices. So we have x to the power of 5 multiplied by 2. Which will give us x to the power of 10. And then here, that's division, that's this one here. So we're going to be subtracting the indices. And that gives us x to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. So our solution is 1. And that's about everything. Thank you so much for watching. Do go ahead and hit the subscribe and the like. That would really help the channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.